There's a bottle on the table, half of it is gone. I've been sitting here since somewhere before dawn. The radio is whispering a song I used to know, about a woman and a highway and the cold. I told myself I'd leave by 10. I told myself they'd lie again. Last glass standing, just me in the dark. Last glass standing, and this ache in my heart. Everyone else found their way to the door. I'm the last glass standing, and I keep coming back for more. The barman wipes the counter down. He knows my name by now. He doesn't ask the question, and I never tell him how. Some nights are made for healing, some are made for staying still. Some you just ride out like weather, like you will. I told myself I'd leave by 10. I told myself that lie again. Last glass standing, just me in the dark. Last glass standing, and this ache in my heart. Everyone else found their way to the door. I'm the last glass standing, and I keep coming back for more. Maybe tomorrow I'll be ready. Maybe tomorrow finds its feet. But tonight I'm holding something steady. Quiet of this street, last glass standing, just me in the dark. Last glass standing, something shifting in my heart. I'll find the door when I'm ready, that much I know. Last glass standing, and it's time to go. I took the long way round to get to who I am. Not the fast road, not the straight one, through the mud and through the jam. There were places where the compass didn't know which way was north, but I came out the other side and I know what it was worth. I wouldn't trade the detours for a cleaner storyline. The long way made me mine. The long way round It adds up to a life the long way round. Through the beautiful and the knife, every wrong turn was a room I had to learn the long way round. And now is my return. I miss some things along the way, that much I have to hold. A year I spent pretending I was braver than I was, a woman that I should have stayed beside until the cold had passed. But I wasn't ready because I wouldn't trade the detours for a cleaner storyline. The long way made me mine, the long way round. It adds up to a life, the long way round. Through the beautiful and the knife, every wrong turn was a room I had to learn the long way round. And now it's my return. And if my son asked me one day how a man is supposed to get it right, I'll say take the long way. It's the way you learn the light. The long way round, it adds up to a life. The long way round, through the quiet and the strife, every wrong turn was a room I had to earn the long way around. I'm grateful for the turn. Organ and piano hold, bass walks it home. She never needed many words to say exactly what she meant. She never needed many words to say exactly what she meant. A look across the room could carry everything she sent. I've known a lot of voices, and they fill the air with sound, but she had this quiet gravity that brought the talking down. And in a world that can't stop speaking, she was still the kind of woman you grow into, if you will. A woman of few words, and every one of them is true. Woman of few words, and I hang on to every two. She doesn't need the noise to tell you what she feels. Woman of few words, but everything she says is real. She said she loved me on a Tuesday in the kitchen, almost noon. No ceremony, no production. It was gone before I knew. But it was everything, the way she said it like a fact. A woman of few words, and this was that. And in a world that can't stop speaking, she was still the kind of woman you grow into, if you will. Woman of few words, and every one of them is true. Woman of few words, and I hang on every two. She doesn't need the noise to tell you what she feels. Woman of few words, but everything she says is real. I'm learning to be quiet of myself, to let a moment land without explaining, to trust that what you mean is felt, even when you leave off the remaining. Woman of few words, she's remade me quietly. Woman of few words, the best version I can be. She doesn't need the noise, she doesn't need the show. Woman of few words, but she is everything I know. Roads, holes, guitar fills, fades. Saturday night quiet, the city's doing its thing out there. I've got the lamp on low and a good bourbon, and I don't care. I used to think the weekend meant you had to be somewhere, but I've learned that staying in is a choice, not a cross to bear. There's no guilt in this, no resignation. Just a man and his own good conversation. Saturday night quiet, and it suits me just fine. Saturday night quiet, with a low lamp and the wine. I don't need the noise to know I'm living in my skin. Saturday night quiet, and everything's within. I called my mother in the afternoon. We talked for half an hour about the garden and the neighbors and the way the seasons flower. She sounded good, I told her so, and meant it all the way. Saturday night quiet starts on calls like Saturday. There's no guilt in this, no resignation. Just a man and his own good conversation. quiet, with the lamp and the wine. I don't need the noise to know I'm living in my skin. Saturday night quiet, and everything's within. This is not the end of anything. This is not a man reduced. This is what it means to know yourself and let the quiet be produced. Saturday night quiet, and I'll take it every time. Saturday night quiet, every ounce of it is mine. No noise needed to confirm the man I've grown to be. Saturday night quiet, and I'm finally free. Piano walks down, a bright bass holds, fades warm. Past midnight now, and honesty comes easy when you're tired, when all the armor's on the floor and the performance has retired. I tell you that I missed you, and I mean every word. I'll tell you it's been hard, the truest thing you've heard. This is the hour the truth comes out to breathe, when there's nothing left to manage or achieve. Honest hours, that's what the nighttime gives. Honest hours, when the real man finally lives. No performance, no pretending anymore, just honest hours, and whatever's in the core. I don't need this conversation to go somewhere it won't. I don't need to make a promise that I know I don't control. I just need to say out loud the things I carry through the day, before the morning puts them all away. This is the hour the truth comes out to breathe, when there's nothing left to manage or achieve. Honest hours, that's what the nighttime gives. Honest hours, when the real man finally lives. No performance, no pretending anymore, just honest hours, and whatever's in the core. Yeah. You asked me once how I was doing. I said fine, like everyone does. Tonight I'd say still becoming, still finding what I was. Honest hours, that's what the nighttime gives. Honest hours, this is how a real man lives. No performance, no armor, no closed door, just honest hours, and I'm not hiding anymore. low tide feeling that comes around some nights. There's a low tide feeling that comes around some nights, when everything pulls back and the world just holds its lights. The harbor goes all quiet and the boats sit in the still, and you understand that emptiness can carry something real. It's not sadness exactly, it's more like coming clean. The ocean pulling back to show you what it's seen. Low tide feeling, the kind that settles in. Low tide feeling, before the new comes in. It's the pause between the endings and the stars. Low tide feeling, and it reaches every part. I've been carrying things above the waterline too long, trying to seem steady, trying to seem strong. But at low tide there's no pretending what is underneath. Just the sand and all the anchors and the things I still hold beneath. It's not sadness exactly, it's more like coming clean. The ocean pulling back to show you what it's seen. Low tide feeling, the kind that settles in. Low tide feeling, before the new comes in. It's the pause between the endings and the starts. Low tide feeling, and it reaches every part. The tide comes back, it always does, and it's fuller for the going out. The man who let the low tide have its pause swims cleaner in the morning without doubt. Low tide feeling, I'm letting it stay in. Low tide feeling, before the full comes in. It's the pause between one chapter and the next. Low tide feeling, and I'm finally at rest. Roads and bass hold, guitar fades, single note. what the whiskey leaves behind when the bottle's out of reach is the question that you pushed aside, the thing you didn't teach yourself to face in daylight when the sunlight asks for truth. What the whiskey leaves behind is the evidence of you. I'm not blaming any bottle for the things that I've become, but I owe some honest mornings for some things I should have done. What the whiskey leaves behind is always something real. What the whiskey leaves behind is exactly what you feel. The morning holds a mirror that the midnight wouldn't do. What the whiskey leaves behind, and it's got your eyes, not the booze. I've been a thoughtful man in daylight, careful with my words, and then the hours get long and something comes unheard. It's not that the drink makes me someone that I'm not. It just loosens what I've organized, removes the safety lock. I'm not blaming any bottle for the things that I've become, but I owe some honest mornings for some things I should have done. What the whiskey leaves behind is always something real. What the whiskey leaves behind is exactly what you feel. The morning holds a mirror that the midnight wouldn't do. What the whiskey leaves behind, and it's got your eyes, not the booze. I'm taking back the conversation that the drink tried to begin. There are things worth saying sober, and I'm going to let them in. What the whiskey leaves behind, I'm making something real. What the whiskey leaves behind is finally how I feel. The morning holds a mirror, and I'm looking back this time. What the whiskey leaves behind, it was always already mine. I've been living on the borrowed light of better men than me, on the courage of the ones who built what I was born to see. Somewhere in between what I was given And what I make my own is the man I'm still becoming in the hours I'm alone. I don't pretend to have it figured right. I'm just doing what I can inside this borrowed light. Borrowed light from every hand that steadied mine. Borrowed light from every voice that said I'd be fine. I carry what was given, I give what I can spare. Borrowed light, and I'm gonna pass it somewhere. There's a woman who believed in me before I gave her reason. She waited through the winter, and she never blamed the season. And there's a man who shook my hand and said, son, you're gonna be all right. I didn't believe him then, but I'm learning in this light. I don't pretend to have it figured right. I'm just doing what I can inside this borrowed light. Borrowed light from every hand that steadied mine. Borrowed light from every voice that said I'd be fine. I carry what was given, I give what I can spare. Borrowed light, and I'm gonna pass it somewhere. A man is just the sum of what he's carried through the years. The grace that came in quiet and the grace that came in tears. And if I've learned a single thing worth handing on tonight, it's how to walk with something small and call it borrowed light. Borrowed light from every hand that steadied mine. Borrowed light from every voice that said I'd be fine. I'll carry what was given, I'll give what I can spare. Borrowed light, gonna pass it on somewhere. You were the first good thing. I didn't talk myself out of. I had a habit of explaining why things couldn't last, of finding all the reasons in the future and the past. And then you came in like a Tuesday, ordinary and clear. And I ran out of arguments before the end of the year. don't know what changed inside me. Maybe nothing did. Maybe I just stopped pretending everything was real. You were the first good thing I let myself believe. The first good thing I didn't have a plan to leave. Something in me steady when you walked in from the rain. You were the first good thing, and I held on. I'm not gonna make it into something bigger than it is, but it's a quiet kind of miracle, the way a life gets lived. When you stop and look around at what you didn't think you'd find, and realize you're not behind the living, you're right inside. I don't know what changed inside me. Maybe nothing did. Maybe I just stopped pretending everything was real. You were the first good thing I let myself believe. The first good thing I didn't have a plan to leave. Something in me steady when you walked in from the rain. You were the first good thing, and I held on. I'm still not sure what I deserve, but I know what I wanna keep, and I know what it's worth to choose before I fall asleep. You are the first good thing I let myself receive. The first good thing I fought my own mind to believe. Something in me knows this like it knows the sound of rain. You were the first good thing, and you remain. You were the first good thing I didn't talk myself out of. There's copper on the doorknob from 1,000 open days, and salt along the windowsill where the sea air always stays. This house knows every version of the man I've tried to be, and it's kept them all in silence, out of patience or out of mercy. What a place holds on to what it lets go, but the walls remember that you'll never know. copper and salt, everything that's touched and weathered through. Copper and salt, everything that's me, everything that's you. We've left our marks on every door, on every wooden floor. Copper and salt, and I wouldn't ask for more. You came in from the garden with your hands still in the soil. There's something about the ordinary that no grand gesture can spoil. I watched you at the counter, and I felt the decade pass like a stone skipped on the water that is beautiful too fast. What a place holds on to what it lets go, what the walls remember that you'll never know. Copper and salt, everything that's touched and weathered through. Copper and salt, everything that's me, everything that's you. We've left our marks on every door, on every wooden floor. Copper and salt, and I wouldn't ask for more. The best things don't shine, they just age, like an old book worn to the favorite page, like a voice that finds you in the dark. Copper and salt, that's the mark. Copper and salt, everything that's built and worn and true. Copper and salt, still coming home to you. We've left our marks on every door, on every wooden floor. Copper and salt, and I wouldn't ask for more. Guitar and roads fade slow. Old enough to know what I don't know, old enough to stop pretending with the show, young enough to still believe that I can change, old enough to stop confusing loss with pain. There's a kind of peace that comes with your own weather, when you want enough of life to hold it better, old enough to know, not bitter, not complete, old enough to know what's worth the heat. I've stopped competing with the man I used to be, old enough to know free. I used to need the outside world to tell me what I was. I built my worth in other people's rooms and reasons and applause. But somewhere around 37, something shifted in the frame, and I stopped asking if the room knew my name. There's a kind of peace that comes with your own weather, when you've won enough of life to hold it better, old enough to know, not bitter, not complete, old enough to know what's worth the heat. I've stopped competing with the man I used to be, old enough to know, and that's setting me free. The younger man was faster, the younger man was loud, but the man I am is present, and he doesn't need the crowd. Old enough to know, not bitter, not complete, old enough to know what love deserves the heat. I've stopped competing with the man I used to be, old enough to know, and that feels like dignity. "40 miles to morning on an empty two-lane road. I've got the window cracked and the heater on low. The radio found something in between the static and the clear, a voice that sounds like everyone I've loved and held most dear. I'm not running from a thing, I'm moving through. There's a difference in the distance between those two. 40 miles to morning, I can feel it coming in. 40 miles to morning, not the end, not the begin, just the middle of a story that's still finding its refrain. 40 miles towns that look like photographs from lives I didn't live, and people at the windows with so much left to give. I think about the choices that you make before you choose, the ones that teach you everything you're not about to lose. I'm not running from a thing, I'm moving through. There's a difference in the distance between those two. 40 miles to morning, I can feel it coming in. 40 miles to morning, not the end, not the begin, just the middle of a story, still looking for its refrain. 40 miles to morning, and I'm not going back again. The sky is starting somewhere out ahead, something in between the blue and red. I think of her and what she said that night, that even going somewhere has its kind of light. 40 miles to morning, I can feel it breaking through. 40 miles to morning, and I'm thinking about you. Just the middle of a story, finding its refrain. 40 miles to morning, and the road just takes the rain. Sometimes I think I spend half my life performing being a man, and the other half trying to remember what that actually is. Half past human, somewhere between the road and what is real, between the things I say I'm fine with and the things I actually feel. There are men my age who have it figured in a way I don't, and there are men my age still searching, and I won't pretend I won't. I'm not broken, I'm becoming. There's a difference in that line. Half past human, somewhere in between the dark and fine. Half past human, closer than I was to true. Human, still making sense of what comes through. I'm not who I was pretending, and not who I'll become. right now, and that's enough. I sat across from my reflection in the window late last fall. A man who looked familiar in a way I can't quite call. He looked like he was resting after something hard and long. And I realized that familiar man has done nothing wrong. I'm not broken, I'm becoming. There's a difference in that line. Half past human, somewhere in between the dark and fine. Half past human, closer than I was to true. Half past human, still making sense of what comes through. I'm not who I was pretending, and not who I'll become. Oh, half past human right now, and that's enough. The goal was never perfect. The goal was never perfect. The goal was never done. The goal was never done. Just a little more honest in the light of each new sun. Half past human, closer than I've ever been to true. Half past human in this feeling. Maybe you are too. I'm not who I was pretending, and not who I'll become. Half past human right now, and that's enough. Organ holds piano, and that's enough. Same old stars above the city, doing what they do. Same old hours turning over, and I'm thinking about you. Not in a way that breaks me, more the way a habit stays. Like a song that finds you easy in the middle of your days. I don't know what to call it, and I'm not sure that it matters. Maybe some things live between the categories and the answers. Same old stars, they were there before, and they'll be there after. Same old stars, over everything we call disaster. And if you're somewhere under this same sky tonight, same old stars, then we're connected in that light. I remember the night we sat on the roof without a plan. Two people in their early 30s, figuring what it means to be a man. And a woman in the world with something real between them. And the stars were doing what they always do, above the dreaming. I don't know what to call it, and I'm not sure that it matters. Maybe some things live between the categories, and the answer, same old stars. They were there before, and they'll be there after. Same old stars over everything we call disaster. And if you're somewhere under this same sky tonight, same old stars, then we're connected in that light. They say the light we see is old, that what we're looking at already passed. And maybe that is true of us, but the feeling holds, the feeling lasts. Same old stars, they'll be here long past us both. Same old stars, watching everything we chose. And if you're somewhere under this same sky tonight, same old stars, we share at least that light.
She left her coat behind, still hanging by the door. I haven't moved it yet, I'm not sure what it's for. Maybe it's a signal, maybe just a thing. Or maybe I'm still listening for something she might bring. The hours have a weight to them tonight. The room is holding everything too tight. Smoke knows where the river bends. Follows what it cannot see to the end. I've been following a feeling like that too. Smoke knows where the river bends. Does it lead to you? Poured another finger of the good stuff, medium rye. I watched the city settle underneath the autumn sky. There's something in the silence that I'm learning how to hold. A room that's warm, but somehow running cold. The hours have a weight to them tonight. The room is holding everything too tight. Smoke knows where the river bends. It follows what it cannot see to the end. I've been following a feeling like that too. Smoke knows where the river bends. Does it lead to you? I'm not a man who says too much, but tonight the walls are listening. And everything I didn't touch is somehow still glistening. Smoke knows where the river bends. It follows what it cannot see through till the end. Maybe I don't need to know the whole way through. Smoke knows where the river bends. Maybe so do you. My grandfather told me once, the river doesn't wait for a man to be ready. He built his house on high ground, kept his boots beside the door. He said the water doesn't ask you if you've settled up your score. It just comes when it comes, the way that all things do. And the only question is what you hold on to. Not a lesson about leaving, not a lesson about fear. It's about being ready for whatever river's near. The river doesn't wait, it moves when it must move. The river doesn't wait for a man still finding proof. Step in, or you stand there on the bank. The river doesn't wait, and neither does the grace. I spent a year deciding on a life I almost led, counting all the reasons while the current moved ahead. And when
scared. Not a lesson about leaving, not a lesson about fear. It's about being ready for whatever river's near. Oh, the river doesn't wait, it moves when it must move. The river doesn't wait for a man still finding proof. You either step in or you stand there on the bank. The river doesn't wait, and neither does the grace. My grandfather's gone now, but his boots are on my porch. And I've learned to read the water before the light goes to the torch. The river doesn't wait, and neither will I now. The river doesn't wait, I'm stepping in somehow. You either cross or you stay there on the bank. The river doesn't wait, and I've got much to think. My grandfather told me once, the river doesn't wait for a man to be ready. Sunday like a stone, heavy and slow. The kind of day that doesn't know where to go. Coffee in the morning and the papers left unread. Just the weight of being somewhere between a lie and in your head. And there's no wrong in this, no failure in the still. Sunday like a stone, and I'm learning that there never will. Sunday like a stone, sitting in the quiet of the week. Sunday like a stone, heavy but not bleak. It's the day that holds the space between the getting and the done. Sunday like a stone, and I'm learning how to be with one. I made some eggs, I called no one. I let the hours pass. I sat beside the window as the afternoon went fast. Some days you build, some days you hold, some days you just remain. Sunday like a stone beneath a little bit of rain. and I'm learning that there never will. Sunday like a stone, sitting in the quiet of the week. Sunday like a stone, Sunday like a stone, heavy, but not bleak. It's the day that holds the space between the getting and the done. Sunday like a stone, Sunday like a stone, and I'm learning to be one. Maybe the most productive thing is knowing when the doing's done. Maybe the heaviest stone of all is the one you carry into the sun. Sunday like a stone, and I've laid it gently down. Sunday like a stone, in the quietest part of town. Between the man I was and will be. Sunday like a stone, and that stone is setting me free. Organ holds. Organ holds.
I forgot your birthday in the spring, not the date, the call. I forgot to say the thing I meant before the seasons fall. It's the easy things that carry all the weight, I've come to learn. The small unspoken kindness that you never get to return. Not the mountains that undo a man, it's what he lets slip through his hands. The weight of easy things, a word you didn't say. The weight of easy things, the moment you walked away. Not the big catastrophe that breaks you in the end, but the weight of easy things, again and again. I watched my father do the same. I swore I wouldn't be that kind of quiet man whose silence speaks too free. And here I sit at 1:30, the house a little cold, carrying the weight of easy things that's getting hard to hold. Not the mountains that undo a man, it's what he lets slip through his hands. The but the weight of easy things again and again. I'm learning late, but I am learning that a man can change the small things first, before the fire while it's burning, before the best becomes the worst. The weight of easy things. I'm putting some things right. The weight of easy things, starting tonight. Not the mountain that I'm moving, just the small steps I can take. The weight of easy things, for somebody else's sake. At the end of every night, there's a reckoning of sorts, where you line up all the things you did and all the things you thought. And I've stopped making it a trial, I've stopped making it a test. Warm enough, sometimes that's what counts as best. Not perfect, not a story with a tidy final line, just warm enough and honest and enough of mine. Warm enough for the night. That's all I'm asking of this life. Warm enough for the night. Enough of love, enough of life. Not everything, not always, just the thread of something true. Warm enough for the night, and someone who is too. There are men who built their empires, and they sat inside the cold. And men who built a fire for two and grew magnificently old. I know which one I'm aiming for. I've known it for a while. Warm enough, that's the only worthy mile. Not perfect, not a story with a tiny final line, just warm enough and honest and enough of mine. Warm enough for the night. That's all I'm asking of this life. Warm enough for the night. Enough of love, enough of life. Not everything, not always,
something true. Warm enough for the night, someone who is true. So pour the last one out and let the music settle in. Let the lamp burn down to amber. We can start the night again. There is so much left to build and so much left to say. But tonight we're warm enough, and that is all okay. Warm enough for the night. That's all I'm asking of this life. Warm enough for the night, enough of love.